What was it, a month ago we had Bob Nightengale on, USA Today, baseball columnist. And didn't he say at the time it's done deal? Bryce Harper is going to the Phillies. Bob Nightengale joining us from the winter baseball meetings in Las Vegas. He joins us. Where are you right now, Bob?
Right in my hotel room. Just left Charlie Moynihan in the casino and ready to work.
Charlie Moynihan, the legendary ESPN producer, so he's down in the casino from last night. Is that right?
That's the last time I saw him. Yep.
You're a great reporter, Bob. Okay. A month ago, you said Bryce Harper, done deal, going to Philadelphia. Still feel that way?
I still think he ends up that way. Chicago White Sox are going to be bidding big time.
Okay.
I don't think they go much over $300 million. The Dodgers are kind of dark horse. I don't think they go that kind of level, but they are interested. I think that's probably his first choice, being a Las Vegas guy. But I still think that Philadelphia will easily have a high bid and do everything possible to get him. And
it feels like for Scott Boras, he usually sends his client to the highest bidder. Is that fair to say with the splash that he loves to make?
Yeah, I mean, the last time I can remember one of Scott's clients leaving money on the table was when Greg Maddux turned down the Yankees and went to the Atlanta Braves. That was just over a $8 million difference.
Yeah, but Maddux is a different cat. He wasn't made for New York, and Atlanta suited him a whole lot better personality-wise. But I wonder about that with Bryce Harper. Is there too big of a spotlight for him, or does he love that spotlight that he's not afraid to be the highest paid player and to go into a tough market like Philadelphia, or go out and play for the Dodgers?
Yeah, no, I think he loves that spotlight. Thrives under that. Dodgers, such a iconic franchise, everything else, close to home. But you just can't see if someone's offering you a 10 or 12-year contract and going to a place like L.A. in 5 years. It just seems like too big of a risk. You're leaving way too much money on the table.
All right, Manny Machado, did he talk himself out of that big contract with some of these teams by saying that he's not a Johnny Hustle kind of guy?
Teams are still doing their research, including the Yankees. Yankees are still all over him. They talked to Buck Showalter, talked to Baltimore Orioles. They came back with rave reviews. I still think he ends up there. Other teams, including the White Sox, including the Phillies, are in on him. But he's a perfect fit for New York. He grew up a Yankee fan. A-Rod's his idol and his mentor. So I just think it's natural for him to go there.
Do you think Scott Boras thinks that he runs baseball? And I'm being serious here. Do you think that he feels like, hey, I decide, and does he? Is he the most important or powerful guy in baseball?
He's certainly up there. His big thing is these teams are making so much money. Go to Bryce Harper. He says that Washington Nationals were worth about $480–500 million to when Bryce Harper signed there originally. Now that franchise is worth $2 billion. And he thinks these players are getting way underpaid with all the money that's being made out there. So he's stomping his feet and telling everybody, not just for his guys, it's like, don't just sit back here. Don't let these owners take advantage because they got plenty of money in their pockets.
Talking Bob Nightengale, USA Today baseball columnist, joining us from the winter baseball meetings in Las Vegas. You mentioned the Dodgers, a dark horse for Bryce Harper. Are they willing to pay more than Philadelphia?
No, and I don't think anybody is. Since Andrew Friedman went to the Dodgers, they haven't signed a free agent yet, worth more than $95 million. So this will be a big step for them. Obviously, a huge star. And, Bryce Harper's one of those guys, he sells tickets. But, hey, the Dodgers, sell that place out most of the times anyway. So I'm not sure how much value he's going to add to that franchise. Just a lot of value on that field. But
it feels like the Dodgers are going to try to move Yasiel Puig, Cody Bellinger, I believe. Some of the reports. Is that what you're hearing out there?
Certainly some outfielders, Matt Kemp. I'm not sure about Bellinger. I think that would be a tough one for them to swallow. And they would love to get, Corey Kluber from the Cleveland Indians, the catcher J.T. Realmuto from the Marlins. But, yeah, if they clear some outfielders out, there's a hole right there for Bryce Harper.
What about Noah Syndergaard? There was talk that maybe the Yankees would be able to pick him up from the Mets.
The Yankees are closing on Jay Happ. I'm not sure how realistic that one was. The Miami Marlins actually laughed it off and said it's the first we heard of a three-way deal. But, with all those reports, it was, the Mets getting Real Muto, the Yankees getting Syndergaard. But, what were the Marlins getting? A bag of balls? No one talked about the Marlins. It sounded great. And I think it was just another example of the Mets being very aggressive this winter, very aggressive.
Has Mike Trout ever been shopped?
No, and I don't think he ever will be. All this talk about Mike Trout being a free agent in 2 years, I'd be shocked if he ever leaves Anaheim. I think he's very, very happy, very comfortable playing for the Angels. He doesn't go out looking for the spotlight or anything like that. Very comfortable. So I think they'll lock him up before he ever becomes a free agent.
Okay, when they lock him up, will he get paid more than Bryce Harper?
No, I think he'll get less, just in the sense, Dan, where he'll be older. I don't see it. But, hey, if you're Mike Trout, sit back and see. And certainly you can make the case because he's the best player in baseball in better numbers. I'm just not sure the Angels, particularly locking their own guy, are going to go over $400 million for Mike Trout.
Get some sleep, Bob. We appreciate your time.
All right, my pleasure. Thanks, Dan.
That's Bob Nightengale, USA Today baseball columnist.
For more Dan Patrick Show, tune to Audience Channel 239 on DirecTV or download the Dan Patrick Show app.